It's hurricane season, as we know, and after Helene, we have another tropical depression. This tropical depression is set to become a major hurricane named Kirk. It's right now just south of Haiti and Cuba. So they're saying that, around Saturday would be at the end of Haiti. Now, the storm over the Atlantic Ocean, currently named Tropical Depression 12, is expected to become a major hurricane, which will be named Kirk once it reaches tropical storm length by the end of the week. The tropical depression is currently on the brink of strengthening into a tropical storm. The storm system is moving westward across the central Atlantic and is currently forecast to be heading towards the U.S. East Coast. Maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles an hour, with higher gusts. Steady strengthening is forecast, and the depression is likely to become a hurricane by Tuesday night or Wednesday, the National Hurricane Center said in a public advisory on Monday morning. Tropical Depression 12 formed from an area of low pressure in the eastern tropical Atlantic west of Cabo Verde and has been strengthening into a depression as it has moved to the west. The depression is expected to become a tropical storm immediately and then intensify into a hurricane within a few days. Conditions are quite favorable along the path of the depression with 29 degrees Celsius, that's 84.2 Fahrenheit, sea surface temperatures. You can see how hot the water is, a moist environment, and a weak vertical wind shear. And given the weak shear and the gradually improving structure, the cyclone should begin to steadily intensify soon. The depression is forecast to become a hurricane in 36 to 48 hours and a major hurricane in about 4 days, the National Hurricane Center NHC said in a forecast discussion. A tropical storm becomes a hurricane when certain key conditions in the environment help it intensify, including warm ocean temperatures, moist air, and low wind shear, the difference in wind speed and direction at different altitudes. Strong wind shear can disrupt the structure of a storm, preventing it from becoming organized. Tropical depressions are the weakest class of tropical cyclones, with maximum sustained winds below 39 miles an hour, and typically have disorganized thunderstorms. Tropical storms have maximum sustained wind between 39 to 73 miles per hour and have more organization of thunderstorms into rain bands that start to coalesce around a forming eye. Brian Tang, Associate Professor of Atmospheric Science at the University of Albany, New York, told Newsweek. While 12, which will be named Kirk once it reaches tropical storm strength, is heading in the direction of the U.S., forecasters cannot tell exactly where it will make landfall, if at all. This storm comes after Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc across the U.S. southeast, claiming nearly 100 lives, and according to the Associated Press, after Helene, the two other named storms were Tropical Storm Isaac, a past hurricane that is moving east across the Atlantic in the direction of the British Isles, and Tropical Storm Joyce, which has now weakened back to a tropical depression. Helene was a Category 4 hurricane when it made landfall in Florida's Big Bend region, September 26, where it brought intense 140-mile-an-hour winds and extreme storm surges to coastal communities. The hurricane then moved inland across Georgia and Tennessee and North Carolina, bringing huge volumes of rainfall and triggering catastrophic flash flooding, especially across North Carolina. And as the things stand today, they have no communication, no electricity, no running water, no roads, and no help. And people don't know what's going on there. If they needed help, they couldn't communicate to anybody because they have no communications, and nobody knows what is going on there at this point in time. We can only pray to God that He sends His angels to save them. This is the most significant natural disaster that any one of us has ever seen, Ryan Cole, emergency official in Buncombe County, told local news station ABC 11. And this is this is from Newsweek, and it's on DNYUZ. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.